Hello and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my research and development dashboard with you. Now, if you've been with me the last few weeks through Vlogmas, I've showed up every day and I've shared a new database, and they've all been designed to build on top of each other. And then every so often, I'll share a dashboard where I pull in all of that information and show you how I actually implement it in my business. So I'm never going into individual databases. I'm always going into dashboards based on the key departments in my business. So we've got executive, sales and revenue, marketing, operations, research and development, and finance as well. Now, I had planned to do this set of videos as a set, so showing up and sharing 4 or 5 different databases, one every day, and then showing you how to pull it all together. But the way things have worked out, I'm not going to be able to do that, at least showing up live every day. So instead, what I've decided to do is give away this free dashboard. So you get the entire dashboard with all of the databases included. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire dashboard, how you can edit it, how you can customize it, and how you can make it your own. So I hope that you find that valuable. All you have to do is sign up to my newsletter. There is a link in the description. And yeah, with that in mind, let's go ahead and we'll dive into your research and development dashboard. Welcome to your research and development dashboard. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire template and how it all works. If you haven't done so already, start by clicking duplicate in the top right hand corner, and that's going to add this template to your Notion account. If you want to access help and support, click this toggle down here and you will be able to access that anytime. And then this video will be here on the right. Now this over here is your table of contents. So you can click on any of these sections. It will take you right there, or you can scroll. Now the way Notion works is it's made up of content blocks and databases and pages. So this is a page, these are your content blocks, and then as we scroll down you'll see there's a number of databases embedded in here. And so one thing that can be tricky with Notion is if I was to come across and I was to delete this and this was the original database, I would lose all of that information. So instead what we do is we scroll down and we've created a back-end database section. These are the original databases, which means you don't want to touch them, you don't want to delete them. If you want to edit anything on them, you can do so by just clicking in, and you can adjust all of the different layouts, and you would want to add different views here because it allows you to pull them in elsewhere. And again, I've got a tutorial for every one of these, so you can click into the tutorial and you can view it to see exactly how it works if you want more information on that. So once we have our root databases here, what we can do is we can come to any section. If I just click in here, and I'm just going to do / and I'm going to do linked view of database. And you'll see here that allows me to pull in this database. If I just select product scorecard, that's what we have below. You see here it's allowing me to pull in all of the views that I've added to the root database here. And I can add multiple ones. So if I click in here, I can add a different view here. I can also play around with it. I can click on the 3 dots and I can change exactly the layout. Here I can change the properties that I'm showing just by toggling things on and off. And I can also group items. So if we come over here to this view by quarter, you'll see that this is grouped to show the quarter, and it means that everything is broken down and I can see the results at the bottom here per quarter. Now the title here is not shown, but if we click on here and we do show database title, you'll see it's got this little arrow. That means it's a linked database. It means that even if you delete it, so if we click on the 6 dots and delete it, it's okay because it's still here. And so what we want to do is add linked view databases into our pages, have a place to store our back-end databases, and that way you can't really go wrong or delete anything, and you can always add a new table anywhere you want. So with that in mind, let's walk through the template itself. First, we're going to identify user personas. So all you're going to do is come in here. This is linked to your user persona database, and you will just add a new name. You can give the person a headshot, just upload that here. Link it to your products and services. If you haven't added those are in step 3. So once you've done that, you can link it to products and services. You can just type in their pain points. This is a multi-select column. And what that means is if you start typing, you can just hit create and it's going to add that for you. And you can add multiple pain points because it's multi-select. To delete any, just press the X. If you want to get rid of them completely, click the 3 dots and you can either delete, change the label, or change the color here. So I'll remove that one for now. You can add their desired outcome and then again, link into competitors once you've added those in there. Now, I also have another view here, which means that once you've added, you can view a gallery view. If we delete this spare one, you can see a gallery view of all of your user personas, which just looks a little bit neater. To get here, I've just clicked the 3 dots and I've changed it to gallery and adjusted the properties shown. Now I have a template in here, so if we click the drop down, you can see you can add this user persona template or you can create your own by clicking here. But if we use the one that we've added, all you're going to do is hit new user persona and that's going to pop out in a sidebar view. It's a little bit slow to load. You'll see here you can open it up in full page. You can also switch the view here. We'll just keep it at the side so I can show you how it works. You just come in here and you would just start typing. So the persona's name, their problem statement, here's where you'd add that headshot again. I've got a formula and an example in here to make it easy. So you would come over here and just replace this by starting typing your text here. And then we have your goal statement, demographic information, wheel of life for psychographics, personality. So I've got 3 different frameworks that you can toggle between here and you can use these to help identify your user persona's personality. You would just click in here, give it another score and it's going to give you a little visual there. Sources of information, and then consumer behavior, pain points and frustration, goals and desired outcomes, objections, solutions and blind spots here, and then you can map out your customer journey. So you want to do that for each user persona. Like I said, there is a video tutorial in every database. If you go back into your backend databases, we've included a video in there for you as well. So once you have done that, I'm just going to hit delete there. You've identified your user personas. We'll move on to carrying out market research. So again, I've added a new one here. You'll see here I've pulled in your competitors, surveys, keyword research, and A/B split testing. So I've added 4 different databases in here under market research. If we start with competitor research, this is a board view. To change that, you would just click in here and you can change the layout and you can also group it by whatever you want. So maybe you don't want to group it by type. You might want to group it by the level of competition, for example. And it's going to give you that there and you can click columns here. This one where it has no level, you can always click to hide this if you wanted as well. And so what you're going to do is you'll add a new competitor, either just new blank page, or you can use this template here, or you can add your own template. If we add a new competitor, again, you can add all this information in here, link in to your products, link into your user persona. You would just click in here and tag the person, and you could tag multiple user personas. And then again, you would just click in here and type the information in. We have explanations here for everything. Here I've got a button to add new benefits. So if we click here and add a new benefit, it's going to span the full width, but you can always click these 6 dots and drag it down into place. Sales, marketing, and then we've got a SWOT analysis and then summary of your competition. Next, we have surveys. So to create a new survey, you would just come in, add the date or dates. If you want it over multiple dates, you would just click this toggle to make sure its end date is on. Otherwise, you would just do a single day. You would give it a name, purpose, link it to the product and service this survey is related to. You can leave it blank if there's none, say it's for marketing purposes. Add your team. You can click in here and you can change this to lead if you just want to do your survey lead or project lead. How many you sent out, responses, completion rate, and again, we have a template in here. If I open up this one just to make it a little bit quicker on the load, again, you can toggle the view and we have some prompts in here for you that you can use. Keyword research, so you're going to add your keyword, topic, keyword phrase. I've also linked this to your products and services if you want, so you'd come in here and you can link it if you're doing your keyword research in that way. Volume, cost per click, difficulty, intent, and again, you would just change any of these labels here. Status works the same way. You can just select edit property, click in, and you can change the color, you can change the label, you can delete, or you can add by clicking the plus icon here. And you just go through and add the monthly searches, competition, and priority. And you'll see here at the bottom, I've toggled it by average. You can always calculate by clicking here, and it's going to give you a number of options to calculate there as well. And again, we have a template. So if I open this up, you'll see here there's some resources, and then you can plan out your content based around that keyword. A/B split testing, so if you want to test anything out, just give it a test period. So again, I've toggled this end date on, give it a name, link it to a product and service if that's relevant. The asset, if you want to add any more, you can do so. You can change the color, who is responsible, type in the goals, the measures, and then you can, if you want to use this section here, you can upload version A, and here you can attach it, or you can embed a link. Version B, and then you can select the winner here, and then any additional notes. Now, of course, we do have a template for this. I'm going to open this one up to show you. We've got the purpose, resources, your version A and B. You can map out your strategy, the results, conclusion, and next steps. And so once we've done all our market research, we're ready to create our products and services. So you would add your new product here, give it a start date here, or this could be changed to launch date if you want. Offer name, adjust the type. So again, you might want to play around and add this, make this more specific, like digital product, productized service, whatever that may be. Timeline. So again, you can adjust any of these just by clicking here. Status. This is based on my design process. So again, if you want to change it, you could click into edit property and do so. Team, and then price. And then again, we have a template for this. So if I just open this up here, you'll see here you can go through all of these different steps. It's going to pull in all the information. I recommend watching the video on this. It would be really long if I was to go through it all again on this video, but there are videos for each section, so I recommend you watch those. If we click off. And then we have product validation. So this is the same database, but I've just toggled the view so that you're only seeing the validation columns. So you would just click in here, properties, and you'll see here I've toggled the rest off. And so what you're going to do is you're going to give your product a score based on the market research you've carried out, a score between 1 and 5, and 5 equals most favorable. So here where we've got resources required 5, that could sound bad, like it requires a lot of resources, but we have to think of it as like most favorable. So this wouldn't require a lot of resources. And the reason that we do that is so that we can give it a maximum score, and we can score our product and get a validation score to see whether this is something that we want to proceed with. If we do, we will launch the product and they will appear here. And again, you can toggle the view. So if you've got an image attached, you could show that, but you're going to be able to see that. And here, this is the review status. So if we click in here, you'll see here I gave it a review date, and based on that review date, it's going to show me how many days are remaining. And so once we've created our product and services, we have identified our user personas, carried out our market research, we've created our products and services, and we've validated them. They're now launched, and now we want to make product updates. So here you can just add a new update, link it to your product and service. This is automatically going to populate. Now, if we open this up here, you'll see here it's just a simple when it was updated. You don't need to have this because it's got last edited time, but if you want to, you can include it. And then you would just include details here. This is just simple text. If you wanted to add any other content block, for example, maybe you want to add a video, you could add that in here as well. Images, links, whatever you like. So I'll toggle this off. Now this is a table view. I also have it as a list view here, and you can also come in here and filter it by product. So if you want to just see product updates from a specific product, click in here and you can tag the product, and it's only going to show you updates for that product. And then you can view per product here. So this is going to group them as you add new products. You're going to get all of them laid out here, and it will show you all of the updates. And again, you can click the property here. You can do last edited time, and that's going to give you the time it was added. So you've made your updates and improvements. Now it's time to track results. So we have a scorecard here. These are just months of the year. Now you might want to change this to January 2022 to be more specific if you want. That's up to you. Or you can just do the months of the year. You would just keep adding new months and then just add the quarter and the year, and you can filter per year. So you're only seeing this year's results. To do that again, you would just do filter and you would type in year. And you could say, okay, the year is 2022. Now here, tag your products and services that are active during this month. Now you might not want to use this column. That's up to you. You can just click in here and you can hide that column, or you can delete it. And I've got some metrics in here for you, and you just type in the response. So how many product updates you've made, you can always click in here and see, and you can actually filter this by last edited time, and you can work out, okay, if I click these 6 dots and I add this to filter, last edited was before October 1st, and a new rule, last edited is, so this is on or after October 1st, and this is on or before October 31st. So now I can see just for the month of October, there was none. So I would come in here, go to October, and I would type in 0. So you'll be able to get those results just by applying filters or looking above. And I'm just going to delete this filter for now. And then what you can do is add the number of sales, how much revenue you had, how many issues you had. So these would be like bug fixes, and then your expenses. And then based on your revenue and your expenses, it's going to tell you how much profit you made. So I've got an example in here just to show you. And again, at the bottom here, what you're seeing is the results of the average, but you could change this. So this one is sum, because I want to see the sum of all of my profit here. Now, if you want to group this by quarter to see your quarterly results, we have a view in here. And you'll see here by breaking it down into quarters, to do that, I just hit here, hit group, and grouped it by quarter. By doing that, what that allows me to see is the results per quarter. And that can be really, really helpful when tracking your results too. And if we click in here, I've adjusted it to sum, and it's allowed me to pick the sum of my profit here. And so it's always going to show me my profit. And so that is your research and development lab. As I said, if you want any more information on how any of these databases work, click in and you'll be able to view the Loom video here. If you have any questions, reach out for help and support. I really hope you enjoy using this as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. Thank you so much for watching, my friend. I hope that you find this valuable. I love this dashboard because I would forget about market research if I didn't have it. It's just one of those things I wouldn't think about. Whereas if I have to go in there and actively take the time to do the keyword research, to create the surveys, to do the A/B split testing, like all of the prompts are there to make it easier to do my job and give me some sort of guidance. And I don't know about you, but I really need that. I think that's the real power of Notion, is it basically tells me what to do every day in every department. This is just one of them. So I'd love to hear about your experience. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you again real soon with another video.